Hello, third grade parents. My name is Michelle Tate, and I'm going to be teaching the manners luncheon that you're going to be serving at this Friday. Welcome. We're glad you're here. The reason we want you to do this is because this is very important for your students. They can go to McDonald's anytime. They can even go to Denny's or Red Lobster anytime, but not many children get served a multiple course meal where they have to have things removed and brought to them repeatedly. And so it's very important that you play the right part so that they have experience that will help them in future times when they fine dine. So this is what you should see tomorrow. I'm not sure if you're the one setting up, but at least you'll walk in and this ought to be at the table. This is the place setting. And for your knowledge, whenever we eat, we use the utensils on the outside going in on both sides first. And then when the meal is finished, we have dessert, then we go at the top. So this is what should be at your place setting. The only difference would be that the spoon may be a little larger for soup spoon. If they put a larger spoon, it could be the same one, but either way, this is what we're going to work with tomorrow. So as you're setting things at the table and picking them up, you need to know you're going to be picking them up from the outside in. So let's start with the napkin. When you're first going to come to the table, you're going to see this plate, and we're going to leave the plate there when they have their soup because we want to catch any drips, and we want the table setting to be seen by the children when they get there. So they're going to see the place setting, you're going to come up, and you're going to want to bring them soup. I want you to make sure that all the students and adults that are supposed to be at that table are all there first. They all have to be together before you serve the meal. And then it needs to be the same way. We deliver all at the same time. So you're going to deliver all at the same time, and you're going to set a soup bowl on top of their plate. But before you set the soup bowl, if they happen to have left their napkin on the table, I'd like for you to pick up their napkin and to put it on their lap for them. Just graciously take care of them in case they forgot their little bit of manners there. So before you set the soup down, you might want to come with just one bowl of soup and not a bowl of soup in each hand, because then you can't help them with their napkin. But if the fellow servers can get together and you all serve one table at one time, all of you deliver at one time, then go to the next table and deliver at one time, that's the best way to do it. Because in a fine restaurant, multiple servers come in, they all deliver the dish all at one time so that everyone has food in front of them at the same time. So if you can do that, that's the best way. So I'm going to show you a picture. The very first thing that's going to be delivered, if you'll look here at this picture, everything in yellow is what's going to be their first course. So you will see the spoon and the soup in yellow. I've also highlighted the plate in yellow. And the reason that I did that is that when you pick up the soup, we want you to go ahead and take away the soup spoon, the yellow soup bowl, and we also want you to take the plate. That way they can be putting the dinner on the plate. And when you come back, you'll be bringing the salad, and it'll go right in its place. If the children did not eat soup, I'm going to ask them to put their soup spoon inside the bowl and to leave it there, and that's how you'll know that they're doing. But if they don't, please pick up their soup spoon, take their soup bowl, and take the plate back there and hand it to the servers who are going to be putting the food onto that plate. So this is the first course here with soup. When you pick up, it's usually very apparent as to how they have finished because they're going to set their silverware in a certain position. This is the positioning that you won't see with the soup because there's any spoon in there. But from now on, when we have salad, when we have the entree, and when we have the dessert, they should let you know that they're finished, and their signal to you, their server, is that they have not set their fork and their knife like this, nor have they put it like this. These positions both mean that they are currently eating and they're not complete. When they put their fork and their knife together in an 11 to 5 position, that means that they've completed that course and you can take that. Even if there's food still on their plate, if they put them together at that angle, that means that they are through eating. There's one other indication that you should know about, and that's the napkin. If they get up during the meal and they put their napkin down on their table where their plate is, that means I'm leaving, I'm not coming back, don't serve any more food. So you're not supposed to put your napkin on your table. You're supposed to put your napkin in your seat or on the back of your chair so that your server knows, I'm coming back, hold my seat. So your napkin says, hold my seat. So keep this in mind. we'll turn this page and we'll head on to our next course, which is our salad. I've indicated here in orange what is to be removed whenever you finish this course. Whenever you're picking up your soup, you can pick it up one at a time as they've completed their soup, or maybe they didn't finish their soup but they don't want it. You can pick them up one at a time. But every time you deliver a meal, everyone should be served at one time. So you pick up one by one whenever they finish, but you always deliver everyone at one time. So when they come in with a salad, all the children and adults at the table should be served at one time, their salad. It should be set down before them, and the utensil that they should use should be a fork and their plate that's used for the salad. Some of the children may choose to use their knife. So when you pick up the salad, hopefully there's just a fork laid at that same 11 to 4 position. I'm going to hold that back up so you can see it. That same 11 to 5, 10 to 4 position. That's how you should pick up that salad when it's done. If they happen to use their knife, would rather they did it. In most situations, you have 2 knives. You have one knife for your salad and you have one for your meal. But we don't have that many knives here to use, so we're kind of cheating and only using one knife. So if they use their knife here, I'd like for you to not take it away, but just set it at the top of their bread plate and let them keep that for their meal. So at this point, you may notice, look, there's 1 spoon gone out of there. Now you're going to take this plate that was used for salad and you're going to take this fork, so there's not going to be much left. Next, we have our entree. They're going to be given time. Again, let me remind you, the salad, one by one, you can take those plates away. Next coming in will be their entree, and this is the silverware that should be remaining now. Now, if they didn't use their knife, it's in this position, but if you picked it up, it could be sitting up here. They should have a fork, a plate, a knife, and a spoon that will all be used for their meal. When they've completed, again, how are they going to set their fork and their knife? At this angle. Remember, we're going to sit at this angle. That means I'm finished. You can come get it. You're going to take away at this point everything down here. Not only are you going to take that away, but you can also take away the salad dressing, the butter, the rolls, anything that was used for the dinner portion, but not the dessert, you can take away. You can even take away the salt and pepper that's off the table, and that'll help clear the table some. If you want to do this really extra special, you might could even take a butter knife that's clean, and you could go and scrape off their, often they get crumbs and things, and you could scrape off their crumbs into your hand and take them away. That's really ultra service. What do we have last? This is what we should have. We should have incoming a dessert. Now, the dessert has 2 utensils, and that's because we have something liquidy and we have something firm. And for the firm, we should have a fork, and for the real soft like ice cream, we should have a spoon. So we're going to have both for them there, and that's how they eat their ice cream and their brownie. So when you take this away, you should see this plate with 11 to 5 position of the fork and the spoon. Both should be there. If they only use their fork and you find that the plate's sitting here with the fork on it, but their spoon is still up here, I want you to go ahead and take their spoon away too, and you take that away. Now let's talk about delivery. Oh, by the way, I have one last picture for you. You can leave the drink on the table for the entire time. Everything else should probably go away, but you should leave them with the drink. When you're serving their place setting, you should come and deliver food this way. Always from the left, we're bringing incoming food. It's flying in this way. But when you pick up that plate, you should pick it up on the right side. So everybody together, they're going to be looking for you on this side to come in, and they're going to know you're delivering food. So come in on the left, pick up on the right. The children also pass that way, from the left to the right, when they pass the salt and pepper, or when they pass the salad dressing, that kind of thing. So you should see it going this way. There's only one exception to that, and I would like for you to make that for tomorrow, and that is when you refill their glasses, instead of coming in on the left, which means you have to reach across them to get their drink, I don't want you to do that. That's too tough on them. So if you will, come on the right side of them, in between the chairs, reach in and get their glass and refill the water or the lemonade or whatever they're drinking. That will make it easy so that you're not having to reach across their plate while they're eating to get their drink. Let me look at my notes. Let's see what we left off, because I'm sure there's something. If they happen to drop something, like a piece of silverware on the floor, we don't want them to pick it up. So if you would be at their attention to go get extra silverware, I'd appreciate that. That's the right thing to do. Dress cool. You're going to be running back and forth. This is a lot of hard work. If you've never served at a restaurant, wear a white shirt, black pants as your attire, and be sure it's very cool. Don't wear a sweater. You'll regret that if you do. Pay attention to your table. Whatever needs they may have, it's your duty to take care of them. If they ask for an extra roll, we don't have those available, I'm sorry, and you can just say that. But whenever they need drinks, they should be refilled before they even have to ask. If you have any questions, call me, 256-990-5765. That's my cell number, and we look forward to having you. It's going to be a great day. Great day, be a warrior.